What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Dragalia Lost video here with Fort Misery Gaming, and today is the eve of Trick or Treasure event, so I thought it'd be a good idea for you guys to get some, definitely some information on who you guys should be working on to bring into this event. This event is not going to be a raid, so you do not have to have like 4 light units, leveled up and things like that. This is going to be like more like a standard mission where obviously we're going to get rewards from the events, things like that. I assume we're going to have that kind of system. But what's cool is you only have to have 1 unit, kind of worked on, which is cool. So obviously, because a lot of you guys probably invested heavily into your water units from the past event, needing 4 of them to enter into the fight. Or other elemental units that may not be the greatest for this event. And as you guys know, we do have a custom facility that is going to boost all light units. So let's hop into what the best units are to work on, assuming what you guys have to work with in your box. And obviously, Halloween Elisanne is going to be the go-to unit. This is her event, so she is going to be the best unit overall to bring for the event. If you guys are lucky enough to pull her, obviously she's not in the game, and she will be dropping tonight at around 2 a.m. So I believe that is Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. But overall strength pool, she's got pretty good stats at 483 strength, 793 HP. And then when she's maxed in her circles, she goes up to a 318 HP and 194 strength. Sacred Maiden. So that is the new kind of mechanic attack that we are going to be looking at, which is a phase attack, which first it does just straight damage. Then when phase 2 happens, which from what we understand so far, it is going to be the second time you use that skill, assuming the first one connected, you are going to get a strength buff. And I can't remember what the percentages is. I don't know why Game Press doesn't have the percentages listed. They were on the leaks. I want to say maybe it was like 20% or 30%, something like that, to the whole team. So, and then once phase 2 does connect, then you will get a health restoration as well. And I believe if I'm remembering correctly, her attacks were something around the line of 7 hits or something like that, of 110% attack strength. So, pretty decent damage when you look at it that way, like 770%. And if you guys know the exact percentages, I'm just not going to try to go find the other source right now. But they were leaked and they were covered in my previous video when I did analyze the character and all that good stuff. So, also what's really cool about this unit is her second ability helps out her first ability, which you want to be, trying to get off your 3 connects as soon as possible. And Mischief Maker deals light damage directly ahead and fills the user's skill gauge at the attack connect. So it is going to fuel your skill gauge in order to help you connect more times with skill 1. So that's why she's just really, really awesome. And then she has a skill damage increase of 30%, which is quite high. Once you get her ability 1 initially, and then you upgrade it in the mana circle. And then ability 2 of why she is really, really good for this event, obviously, is because she has a 100% curse resistance, meaning she cannot be cursed, which you guys didn't know. Cursing is going to make it so you cannot transform into a dragon, and you cannot use any skills while you are cursed. So the fact that she's immune to that is going to help greatly in, when you do get hit from the enemies, things like that. Then we have a gauge accelerate. Speeds up the rate. Mode gauge decreases by 35%. And I believe this is for the overdrive. If you guys, I know some people in my other videos commented what exactly this does. So I believe that it helps out the overdrive when the enemies use overdrive. So really, really cool on that. And then increase HP by 9% benefits your whole team. And that is going to go up to a 15% increase, it looks like. And I believe it's the same exact thing as we have for Zanfree. So it should be around the same thing with that. So that is Halloween Elisanne, which is definitely the go-to unit for this event. So if you guys are able to pull her, that is awesome. So Zethia, we really can't spend too much time on this. I never saw this before I looked on this site to go into today's video. And she is a 5-star unit. I do not know if she's going to be on the banner because they did not get leaked on the banner leaks. So this could possibly be a free-to-play 5-star unit, guys, because it says coming with the Trick or Treasure event, but we do not know if she's going to be on the banner or if she's going to be attainable in the event itself. Since there was no character leak, only Wormprint leaks so far for the event items. So it is possible. She statted very well, so it makes me think possibly she is going to be a summonable unit because she has basically the same stats as Hildegard does. And she's a pure healer, it looks like, as well. We do not know her abilities. We only know her skill 1, which is just restore HP to all teammates. We don't know if there's other effects with that, so we'll have to see on that. But that's all we can really say for that. Like I said, I don't know how she's going to get obtained exactly yet, so when we do know that, we can cover more on that. So Hildegard, one of the original 5-star units in the game. Most people know what she does, so decently statted. With 810 HP, 466 strength, goes up to a bonus of 935 HP, and then around 650 strength-ish, around that. So here you can actually see, and she has the 100% curse resistance as well, so that is really, really good. And they actually have a full character overview of this unit, so you guys can definitely look into that. So we have... Where's all her... Okay, there's all her stuff. So yeah, a lot more information, obviously, since she's been in the game as well. So it has teammate recommendations, has your worm crit recommendations, has your weapon recommendations, has your dragon recommendations. So you guys can really dive into all that stuff. Obviously, there's so much. I'm not going to go into full detail on that today. Just really kind of go over her skills. So Radiant Savior. Once you get to level 2, you remove all curses. So that's why this unit's going to be really good for this event. You remove all the curses from your allies. And you are going to heal. And then Sacred Guardian grants teammates a 1-use shield that nullifies damage less than 20% of the maximum HP and gradually recovers HP for 15 seconds. So Sacred Guardian is an insanely good ability because it gives you recovery for 15 seconds. So similar to that of like the Phoenix Dragon. And then also it gives you damage reduction as well. So Sacred Guardian is definitely amazing. Radiant Savior is amazing because it removes curses. So honestly, she's a very good secure unit, and I feel a lot of people may want to front her, maybe even over Elisanne, because you're going to get into a lot of rooms really easily because every team is going to be looking for that one healer. And I feel Hildegard is probably going to be the best unit to bring for this event because of that. Skill preparation plus 100%. Fills 100% of skill gauge at the start of quests if you have her in the ability system and the mana circles. So that's going to be really awesome. You guys definitely probably want to bring that skill with it. And then again, 100% curse resistance, amazing for this event. And then her co-abilities are recovery potency and healing plus 15%. So just what she does, she heals. She heals. She heals. She heals. She is going to be really good for this event. So definitely, if you guys have her, I strongly recommend bringing her. I wish I had her. I'm hoping to pull her or Elisanne from the gacha, so I'm hoping I can get lucky there. Julieta, another great unit, obviously, to bring, guys. She has the highest HP in the game of starting HP at, I believe, 825, and then a 331 bonus. So, yeah, there's that. And then 188 strength on top of her 466 strength, which is going to put her around the same strength as we were talking about with, I believe, with Zethia. So, really good unit. So she has deals damage directly ahead of her impending sky, and then increases the user's defense by 50% for 10 seconds, and then activates Indomitable Spirit for 10 seconds. The user gains a defense increase of 50% immunity knockback at level 2, so that's really good. Indomitable Spirit. Okay. I don't know what Indomitable Spirit means. I guess that means level 2. Maybe you have to go from... I mean, Glorious Guard should just be this. I don't know what Indomitable Spirit actually means as the keyword. So maybe it's in her abilities. I don't own her, so I've never used her. And then Slayer Strength. Increase strength by 6% for every 5 enemies defeated, up to 5 times per quest. So you get a 6% increase every time you defeat 5 enemies. That's pretty cool. Immunity Poison probably is not going to matter here, to be honest. But Ability 3, Last Recovery 4, grants an HP regen buff for 20 seconds when HP drops 30%. So that's a really cool safeguard. I like that ability a lot because she is not a healer per se, but she has some emergency heal built into her ability. So that's really cool. You know, I don't know how much the HP regen is. It just says it's for 20 seconds, but you can only trigger it one time. So keep that in mind, guys. And then finally, we have defense, which is going to go up by 15% and benefit your whole team. That's a pretty cool thing, just to have a static defense increase. So definitely Julieta, it can be a really good physical and support unit for this event to help out with those people that are bringing the healers. Then we have Amane, which I believe is the only unit on this list that I actually have. But let's go into her. She's a 4-star, so her stats are obviously not going to be quite as high as everyone else's. But she has 730 HP, almost 500 strength, so still really good strength. Actually, she has higher strength than a lot of the other units. I think even Julieta, she has higher strength than her. Her bonus brings her up to around, I would say 675-ish, or no, 680. In that 685-ish range. And then her HP brings her up about 300. So she has really, actually over 1,000 HP. So she actually is statted very, very well for a 4-star unit. Now, I don't know if those stats are noted if you awaken her, so they may be skewed a little bit, because obviously you can only get her to level 70 as a 4-star, but deals light damage to nearby enemies, so I guess that's not a very a large range attack, I would assume. And then Hallowed Remnants increases the user's strength by 15% at level 2 for 10 seconds. Increases max HP by 10% for the remainder of the quest. That's really cool. So with a lot of healers, you're going to be able to make that very useful. Once HP buff reached the limit, a HP recovery effect is granted instead. So I don't know if that means you only do it once, or because it doesn't say in the ability exactly how many times you have to do this to then get a HP recovery. So, but she has a built-in heal basically after a certain effect. So I think she's an amazing unit. I think she's really cool. Definitely, if I don't pull a lot of good light units on this, I'm going to want to awaken her probably as my first awakened unit. But I am going to be trying to definitely increase my grid system for Zanfried as well. So Elder Water is going to be an issue, unfortunately, because you do need 25,000 Elder Water to awaken a 4-star. So it is going to take quite a bit of time, unfortunately. But, alright, let's go into skill prep 50% and 75%. So, almost as good as Hildegard, of increasing skill gauge by 75% at the start of quest. Curse, she does have curse resistance 100%, which is really, really good. Reduces susceptibility of curses. She is a lance unit, so Broken Punisher is going to be very good, actually. So, it increases damage to enemies in break state by 20%. And then skill damage plus 5%, and that will go all the way up to 11%. So she is definitely a really cool unit. I would say she's probably the best 4-star unit to bring on this event, if I had to say, guys. So I think she's really, really good. And then let's go into the last couple 4-stars, because we are already at 12 minutes for the video. So Rawn is going to be a bow unit. So the cool thing about bow units is you are able to actually... Oh, cool, you can actually see their art as a 5-star. I didn't even know that. So he gets a little bit more trees around him. That's cool. Is that you are able to maintain more of a distance because you're more of a longer range unit. So he's a support unit, 783 HP, 454 strength. And then Fiend Crush. So at level 3, deal light damage to enemies in a line and reduce their strength by 5% without fail. So that's cool. It's a little bit of a debuff. There's no cap on it, so... Assuming this doesn't wear off, you can just keep on. You can keep him out of damage range. You can just keep debuffing the bosses, so that's pretty cool. And then Critter Slayer deals light damage to the target at level 2 and inflicts stun without fail. So another stunner, which you see a lot from bow users. So I would assume it's on the boss. He can't be affected by status elements. So I would assume this is where this guy is going to kind of fall off, and that's why units like Amane is going to be better, because her stuff is focusing on your team and not the enemies. And for bosses, that is definitely better to bring. So Striker's Strength is his first ability. Increases strength by 5% for every 3 enemies defeated with Force Strikes. So keep that in mind. You have to use Force Strikes to trigger this, which is why I don't like this ability, personally. Poison Resist. You know, Poison Resist is somewhat useful, but for this event is going to be a curse event, so this ability probably will not be useful. Stun Punisher. When the enemies are stunned, he gets increased damage of 20%. Can be good, but like I said, the bosses probably are not going to be affected by status elements, I would assume. Just like what we had with the raid event and what we've even seen, you know, with the dragons and dragon trials. Then we have Skill Haste, fills skill gauge rate by 5%, benefits your whole team. So I like Skill Haste a lot because that is something that goes on throughout the whole fight. Whereas, like, the skill, like on the other units, the skill gauge, just at the start, you get it for your one unit. And this does affect your whole team. I believe it goes all the way up to 11%. I believe if you have Hawk, his goes up to like 15% total for his skill haste. So that's pretty cool. He's still a decent unit. You know, he's kind of more a safety unit because you don't have to get as close to the enemies to basically, you know, help out the team and support the team. So that's the kind of advantage you have of using a bow unit, as you don't have to get as close to the other enemies. So that's pretty cool. So let's go into the last unit. Luca is Arthemia is from the banner. I guess we'll go into her too. So let's go over Ryozen and Halloween Arthemia, and that'll be the last two units we'll kind of go over real quick for today's video. And that's his 5-star art. Get some what are those, like gravestones or something? So Dormant Demon. Alright, so he has strength of 444, HP of 808. So kind of lower end of strength. Increases the entire enemy's defense by 25%. Alright. Deals light damage directly ahead. So I would definitely stay away from this unit. I just don't feel he has enough synergy with what you're going to be wanting for this event. And overall, just defense just not that great, especially on your level 1 skill. And then no additive thing for Lotus Lance. This is kind of more just like a weapon skill. So yeah, I would definitely stay away from this guy. So ability 1, he grants HP regen for 20 seconds each time a defense buff is received. So I believe this is only to him, so it does rely on you using your first skill. It's okay. I mean, he's definitely a tankier unit because he's increasing defense and then applying a heal. So it is 20 seconds, though. That is quite a bit of time. So I would say the only reason why this is good is because of his ability 1. So, but he does have 100% curse, so that is a good benefit. So I would say if you have the option of this or the bow user we just went over, I would say bring him actually because of having curse resistance and then also having built-in heal with your defense boost. And the defense boost does work for the entire team, so that is useful. And then Overdrive Punisher increases damage to enemies in Override straight by 8%. That, obviously, you guys are going to see that useful. And his abilities are definitely lower than a lot because it starts at 7% and then goes up to 12%, where you guys saw, like, Halloween Elisanne had up to 15%, which obviously is because he's a 4-star. So that makes sense of why the percentages are skewed. So let's go ahead and go into the final unit we're going to go over, which is going to be the brand new 4-star banner unit, which I bet her rate is going to be pretty high. So you guys probably are going to have a good chance to pull her. Ooh, I actually like that art when she's a 5-star. That's pretty cool. So, alright. Starting off with 786 HP, 452 strength. Actually pretty high strength for a 4-star. She's up there with a lot of 5-star strengths. And then she goes up to about a 535 strength-ish. And then 1,000, almost 1,100 health. So actually her stats are pretty good. And then she has a built-in heal to all allies. That's really good. To have just, you know, general heal is good. And then she has deals light damage to surrounding enemies and restores the HP by 8% damage inflicted. Definitely one of the higher up units you probably want to bring because she has that built-in heal plus damage, and then she definitely has another heal. So she's a very, very good security unit to help out the team to succeed in your runs, guys. So she is definitely really, really good. I would definitely consider her if you don't have better options. If I do pull her, I'm going to have to make that choice between her and Amane. I still like Amane, though, a lot. So I may go to that. So, and then skill 1 fills skill prep gauge by 75%. I believe Amane has the same ability there. Poison resist 100%. So this is where I probably would go Amane over this unit because of the 100% curse over poison. Now we'll have to see if poison is a factor as well in the event. They could have 2 status elements. We don't know for sure yet, but curse is for sure. And curse, I feel, is a lot more backbreaking because it shuts off all your skills and dragon transformations. So I would say definitely probably lean on more Amane if you have her over what was her name? Over Althemia, is my opinion. And then her last of 2 abilities, Recovery Potency, increases recovery by 6, and then it goes up to 14%. Actually, that's really good for a 4-star. She actually goes up to about almost what a 5-star does. 14% as opposed to 15% is a really good increase from 6%. That's like massive. That's more than double what you start at. So that's pretty cool for her Mana Circle upgrades. And then increases strength by 10% when HP is full. It's cool. It's fine. That ability is actually fine on her because she's a healer, and both of her abilities heal. So I would say that's good. That's actually a good skill. So she's a really good unit. So definitely if you don't have Amane, if you don't have Elisanne or Hildegard, I would say she's a really good unit to bring. Very secure unit. I feel you'll get into a lot of rooms with her because of how secure she is. So, but yeah, guys, that is going to be the video today. A little bit longer than expected, but I did want to kind of go over all the units. Definitely, I'm really happy with having them in. Like I said, if I don't get Elisanne or the other 4-star, and I honestly think I'm going to lean more on Amane than the banner 4-star Athenia, because I just think overall she has more utility, and be having that 100% curse. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video today. Hope you guys all enjoying the Dragalia Lost content. As always, guys, subscribe down below if you guys are new to the channel. Show some love down below, hitting that like button. Comment down below what units are you guys going to be bringing as your light unit for this event, or are you going to be bringing another elemental unit as well? Definitely let me know, guys, and share out the video and let me know if there is something else you guys would like to see covered over the next week. I am going to be going on vacation over the weekend, so Friday will probably be the last upload unless I record a bunch of extra videos where I can do some scheduled uploads on Saturday and Sunday for you guys. And I'm hoping the event will be at least 2 weeks, so then the following week I'll have a lot more time to grind. So, and I'm hoping I can at least get like the Warriors Testament, Knights Testament, and all that kind of goodies that we're going to get from this event. But thank you guys so much for checking out the channel as always, guys, and we'll see you guys in the comment section down below. Peace out, guys.